All right, guys. So Raj from Android Cowboy. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little more in-depth look at the Kindle Fire HDX. I got this delivered on Saturday, and I've had a chance to look at it and tinker with it a little bit. And I want to show you guys a little bit of what's new on the new Kindle Fire HDX, different than the old one, in case you were thinking about getting this one, or if you had the old one and were thinking about upgrading. So first, I'm not sure it probably shows well on the camera, but the screen is really amazing. It's super clear, very crisp. The colors are really bright and clear, and that's definitely one of the best features of the tablet. Again, it's very thin and light, and it feels pretty good in the hand. It definitely feels more of a tablet that you hold here in landscape mode rather than portrait mode. I definitely tend to feel more comfortable holding it this way. Um, but anyway, let's cover some of the things that are different on this one. First, you can see you have the typical carousel that comes with the Kindle. But now besides the carousel, you have sort of apps down here. Before those were sort of apps that you put in as your favorite. Now you can sort of pull up and you can see those apps that show up now, sort of grid-like. Um, and on the home screen, actually, if you go into carousel mode, you have what is the sort of a little bit suggestions. So you can see under a book, it shows maybe possibly other suggestions. Now that's something you can actually turn off. So you can see if I go to, for example, another book, you'll see some other suggestions show up here. You can actually turn that off in the settings if you like, if you don't want to get those suggestions. But that only shows up in the portrait mode anyway. So for example, Asphalt 8, you get some other games here. And you may like that if you're looking for other things. So, okay, so at the top you have the normal access to a lot of the Amazon features like shopping, for example. Um, of course, you have apps, and as you can see the apps again, and videos. If you have Amazon Prime, obviously this will be great for Amazon Prime. So that's pretty typical. But what is something new is that some of the menus and things are a little bit different now. For example, again, if you pull up apps now, they've incorporated sort of uh, menus that slide in from the side, and this is really from the newest Android 4.0. For example, you can hit this button here, and that will pop it out here. You can see there's the menu options, or you can actually just slide. So you have both. You can just slide out, and this really comes from the newest Android 4.3 features that everything sort of slides out. You can see here you have your home, back, and menu buttons here that you can use. Excuse me. That you can use here. Here you can, for example, change things to a list view. But another feature that's actually new here is that besides sliding out the menus here, you can actually slide out uh, what is sort of multitasking here, basically. So you slide out and you get some apps here that you have, so you can switch in between. And for example, again, I can go to my ES File Explorer app, and let's say I want to go back. I can pull this back up and go, for example, to my Silk browser or go back to my ES File Explorer. So that's pretty neat. That's a neat new feature that's been added to the Kindle Fire HDX that makes it sort of easy for multitasking. So that's that's definitely very nice. Another thing that you'll notice is that in the app section, you now have a shortcut for settings here, so you can go directly to the settings. They actually have put a shortcut in there. Um, and another one is the camera. So you actually have a shortcut for the camera now. In the old one, you had the camera, but it was hidden and you had to find it. It was not there as a shortcut. So now you can sort of hit the shortcut here and go into the camera app as well. Now you only have a front-facing camera, so this is basically for if you want to take any pictures using that camera, or basically for doing video chatting mostly. But you have now the camera app directly linked right there. So that makes it nice. The other thing is that you have the newest and probably maybe the thing that changes the Kindle from other devices is going to be the Mayday support. So now if you pull down the menu here from the top, again, you can go into settings here too. So you have several different ways to go into settings, but you have this Mayday button, okay? Now this is basically on-demand customer support right on your tablet. So anytime you have a question, let's say you can't do anything, you can't find a setting, you don't know how to download a movie or what or anything that you want, you just pull this down, hit the Mayday button, and it will tell you if there's something available. And all you have to do now is hit this connect button. And once you hit this connect button, a rep will just, as you can see from the picture here, rep will show up right up on your tablet. And I actually tested this out, and it actually worked pretty well. It took about a minute and a half, which I think is pretty good for customer support. And maybe that wait time goes longer as more people get Kindles. I'm not really sure. Um, but it actually worked pretty well, and the rep was very knowledgeable and was able to answer my questions and get me what I needed. So, and I thought that was really amazing. I was a really amazing experience to be able to just get that support right on your tablet. I don't need to wait on a phone. So even as you're waiting for this, you can do other things. For example, if you hit the connect button again, you're going to get this support. And so while that's going on, uh, I'm going to end this now. But while that's going on, you can just go about do what you're doing. So you can be, reading a book or anything else that you're doing while you're waiting for that support. So really, really great. So Amazon's always been about customer support, and I think they really took it to the next level with this tablet. So pretty amazing. This is definitely Amazon's best tablet, no doubt. And in fact, it's definitely one of the best tablets out there, I would say. I have a Nexus 7 myself. I've owned previous Kindles, and I would say this is pretty close to on par with the Nexus 7. Now, the only issue with the Kindle again is you don't have access to Google Apps. I'm sorry, but as you can see from my tablet, I've already got some Google Apps in there. As you can see, I have my Gmail going here. So those have to be sort of side loaded, and of course, this is Android Cowboy, so we'll be bringing you videos on how to do that and get that going. Again, you can see I have YouTube here loaded as well. So we'll be bringing that to you, how to get those Google apps on there. It's pretty fairly easy. But again, overall, the Kindle Fire is a really, really great device. Of course, it connects well to all of Amazon services like music, books. So if you use Amazon services, this is a really great tablet. In general, it's a pretty good tablet, and I think the Mayday support really makes it stand out. So all right, hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, as again, we'll be bringing you how to add Google Apps and do many other things on the Kindle Fire HD in the future. And we'll see you guys later.